Chaos! Still reeling from Tom Heller's attacks on the city, Beacon once again finds itself a target for mass destruction as a colossal automaton tears through the city's downtown, rending concrete and steel as if they were paper. The city's police force, decimated by Tom Heller's bombing of the insurance district, is ill-equipped to deal with this new and deadly threat.
I'm gonna trash one building for every 5 minutes that the brass lantern doesn't show.
The deranged Warden Flowers, grief-stricken from the death of Tom Heller at the hands of the brass lantern, pilots the metal monster, which now stands in front of City Hall, seemingly impervious to bullets.
And I'm gonna start with your house, Mr. Mayor.
Can anyone tell me where that trumped-up madam got hold of a giant metal monster?
It belonged to Doc Sugarman, the super terrorist that the brass lantern fought last Christmas. It's been impounded out of the prison ever since. Warden Lockhart thought it might be useful to have around in case of a riot.
Well, we've got a lot worse than a riot on our hands now. Must be karma for allowing ourselves to be manipulated by Tom Heller and almost executing Matthew Arnold.
Those cops out there owe their lives to Arnold. He freed them from Heller's prison with the help of the brass lantern. If only he'd managed to take out Flowers as well.
Mr. Mayor!
Detective Maldonado, any luck contacting the lantern?
I've been transmitting on all our frequencies, and BCNN is broadcasting the story live. But, Mr. Mayor, I wouldn't count on the brass lantern to save us this time.
He saved us every other time since the end of the war. I must have faith he'll save us now.
1 minute left, Mr. Mayor.
My God, he's got to save us now.
The brass lantern. His justice is not blind, it's blinding. A beacon of justice for the poor, the oppressed, and the uninsured. Evildoers don't fear the dark, they fear the light of the brass lantern. The adventure, Bedlam's Bride. The events and characters depicted in this audio play are fictitious. Any similarity to any actual person, living or dead, is purely coincidental. As Warden Flowers raised her robot for its assault on City Hall, two young orphans, whose eyes have already seen too much, can bear to watch no longer.
Got your goggles, Wheeler?
James, are you sure about this?
We're the Battery Boys, remember? Who's been taking care of us since our parents died? The Brass Lantern.
But the brass lantern's the one who killed our parents in the first place.
They weren't good people, Wheeler, but we can be. We took an oath, we serve the Lantern, and that means we protect his city when he ain't here.
But these goggles, they don't even work right. They're just regular flashlights. They don't blind like the lanterns do.
They don't got to. We just gotta distract that thing, keep it from wrecking any more buildings, and lead it out of the city if we can.
I'm scared, James.
You were scared of your old man too, right? And who saved you? Who put that no-good rat in the ground where he belongs?
I would have settled with him just going to jail.
The Brass Lantern takes no prisoners. He's given us shelter, made sure we're educated. He's done a lot more for us than our parents ever did. And wherever he is, whatever he's doing, we owe it to him now to lure that thing out of the city.
Okay. You're right. I'll follow your lead.
Turn on your radio phone. We gotta use our special channel in case that robot's got ears. Once the other Battery Boys are in position, we go in. Got it?
Got it.
This is Battery Boy James Francis calling Brass Lantern, initiating decoy protocol. Any survivors will meet at the rally point at 2100.
Time's up, breaker off! And no lantern. Trashing this dumb old building is gonna be a pleasure. I hope you die with it! That light! He's here! Finally! What? Over there now? I don't care if you are immortal. There's not enough left of you to grow back after that one.
Come on, you old bat!
James, I think she got Vince and Nikki.
She's gonna get us if you don't run faster. Ah!
Meanwhile, on a floating casino barge several miles from Beacon Harbor, Matthew Arnold, as the Brass Lantern, has landed his gyrodyne and fought his way below deck to the private office of Redwood Burl, Beacon City's criminal kingpin.
How many funerals for my men is this visit gonna cost me, beacon of justice? Am I breaking any laws out here?
Laws are made by men, and men can be corrupted. I deal in right and wrong, good and evil.
You're good and evil, all right. You know, God killed a hell of a lot more people than the devil ever did. I mean, you ever read the Old Testament? He kills every firstborn son in Egypt when he could have just whacked the Pharaoh.
From where I'm standing, you're the Pharaoh, Red. Don't give me ideas.
If you wanted me dead, you'd have firebombed my barge from that contraption you flew here in. You want information, and information ain't free.
John Countryman. He hasn't been seen nor heard from since the prison break. I need to find him.
So you can kill him, too? That's one I'll give you for free. Countryman's a showman who sees himself as a warrior for social justice. He's 3D. Deranged, delusional, and demented. I hear he's gone back to his roots as a preacher, going by one of his aliases, Reverend Brightside.
Where?
He's got himself a revival tent set up in a vacant lot in the weeds, ministering to the poor and all that. My boys tell me he's had a true religious conversion after the mind job Heller played on him. He still insists you're Matthew Arnold, and that he killed you with his bare hands.
He's delusional, all right. Matthew Arnold is alive and well. And as for me, I can assure you, I am no Matthew Arnold.
Well, whoever you are, you're a pretty terrible brass lantern. Out here harassing me about a deranged preacher man when Beacon City's getting blown apart by a giant mechanical man.
Mechanical man? What are you talking about?
It's all over the news. Or weren't you listening to the radio up there in that whirly-bird thingamajig? Heller's babe, the warden. She's looking for you. Maybe she wants to wax philosophical about man's inhumanity to man. More likely she wants to snuff you for blowing her man to bits.
You and I, we are not finished, Red.
We are for now, Lantern. Go save your city. I have a lot of customers out there. I'd hate for anything to happen to them.
As our hero speeds away in his gyrodyne copter, and the battery boys contend with Warden Flowers' death machine, a familiar figure watches helplessly from inside a holding cell beneath City Hall.
Damn it, Mal. You have to let me go. I can control it now.
Matt made me promise, Elaina. Matt or whoever he is. I wish you'd trusted me from the beginning.
Matt does trust you. He asked you to look after me, not to lock me away.
This is the only way I know to keep you and innocent people safe. You come unhinged, Elaina. You get violent. Besides, it's not your job to save this city. It's mine. Mine and every cop who took an oath to serve and protect. Crime insurance be damned. Whoever that man is I've been calling Matthew Arnold, his only oath is to himself.
That one man? He's a remarkable man. You think he's a killer, a murderer, a dark avenger. But you're wrong. In another time, he could have been an emperor, a king. Right here, he could have been a god. He turned down becoming a god. He claims it's because he couldn't trust himself. But deep down, he knows. If humanity is worth saving, it has to be human beings who save it. That just one man standing up for what is right can be enough. One frail, mortal man with the will to stand on the edge of darkness and light. Who can look into the abyss and say, it stops here, with me? That's the man we call Matthew Arnold. He once told me that he could never love me more than he hates the criminals. But love is the whole reason he despises them. Love of mankind, love of goodness, of decency. And yes, his love for me. Those boys getting killed out there, they love him too. They have the ultimate faith in him. You need faith to die for a cause. For a man. Matt is scared to death of losing me to this thing inside of me. But I can use it, like my father did. Unlike you, Matt, and those children. Oh, I can't die, but I can buy Matt time. And I can save those children.
You can also turn evil. Matt was barely able to talk you down the last time you changed into that thing. You've died twice now, at least. Remember what happened to your father.
But now I know. Now I know that some force is trying to take over my mind. I can fight it. I am fighting it. And I can also use it, like my father. Right now, Matt isn't here. What have we got that will stop a giant robot from killing thousands besides kids with flashlights? I'm the brass lantern. I'm the immortal protector of this city. Let me protect.
You said it yourself, Elaina. If humanity is to be saved, it's a human being who has to save it.
Mal, my mask. What are you doing?
My job. Matt needs time. I'll buy it for him. If anything happens to you, he won't have anything left to fight for. And as much as I hate to admit it, this city does need him.
Mal!
Have faith, Elaina. I'm far from God, but I won't let you down.
Starting to see the picture here. You're not fooling me, whoever you are. I've seen the lantern up close. Your lights are bright, but they ain't blinding.
James, she knows! She's turning that thing back towards City Hall.
Not on my watch.
James, what are you doing? Get back here. She'll kill you.
My old man would beat me near to death every night. I was going to finish the job myself, and then I saw the light. His light.
James!
My father was a selfish, no-good drunk who never amounted to anything in his miserable life. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die 10 times the man he was. Tom Heller was a weak, sniveling coward who couldn't fight his own battles.
What? What did you say? I was gonna let you live, you little creep.
I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad the lantern killed him, and I can't wait until he kills you, you crazy bitch.
Ah, the light! That's the real lantern!
Know why Doc Sugarman abandoned that robot? Because you can't armor joints.
A bazooka? Really? I can squash you like a... Uh-oh.
If you're still alive in there, you have 10 seconds to come out. My next shot goes through the eye hole.
I don't need a robot to end you, whoever you are.
I am not the brass lantern. I'm just a cop doing her job.
Goody. I'll never get tired of killing cops.
Meanwhile, beneath City Hall...
I have to get out of here. Mel's tough, but Flowers is insane. Oh, damn it, Matt. Wherever you are, whatever your plan is, I hope you know I only did what I thought was right. If I can just break off this spring from the bedding... I can use it to try to pick the lock. Damn it! There's no time. I can feel the power growing inside me. I need to get out of here. Now!
Miss Dare, is that you?
Yes. Who is it?
James Francis, Miss Dare, battery boy number 29 at your service.
What are you doing down here?
Looking for guns, grenades, anything I can use against that Flowers dame.
On the wall over there. Those keys. You have to let me out.
Sure thing. My friend Wheeler's still out there. I don't know about Vince and Nikki.
You're very brave boys. You must have been so scared.
I ain't scared of nothing, lady. Miss Dare.
No, I'm sure you aren't. But just the same, could you stay here for me? I need to go do something right now, and in order for me to do it, I need to know you're going to be all right. Because I don't think I'm going to be me anymore when it's over.
I don't know what you're saying, but my friends are still out there, and I need to find them.
Please. The brass lantern was going to meet me here. I have an important message for him. I need you to stay here so you can give it to him for me.
What's the message?
Come closer. It's simple.
Out in the streets, Detective Maldonado is in a desperate battle with the deranged Warden Flowers. Will Elaina sacrifice her humanity to save her friend? Will Matt Arnold return in time to save them both? Or will evil win the day in Beacon City? We now present the heart-pounding conclusion to tonight's audio play, Bedlam's Bride.
Ugh! No bullets! I can take you down with my hands. Whoops! Looks like I had a spare 38 in my unmentionables. Ugh! Such a tiny hole in the front. But I bet it's a lot bigger in the back. Am I right?
You sick.
You broke my robot, you little tramp. Now I gotta start all over again with my plans to kill this city.
A city is more than its buildings, Warden. It's people, too.
Who's that? Elaina Dare? I thought I killed you already. This time I'll wait around to make sure you stay dead.
I could almost feel sorry for you. You loved Tom Heller. Maybe, in his own way, he loved you too.
What are you blabbering about?
Elaina, get back, please.
You saw him as powerful. That's what attracted you to him. But it's not a man's power that defines him, that makes him loved. It's what he does with it. And more importantly, how he acts when he has no power at all.
Your man had no power at all. During those weeks, we had him as our prisoner, programming him to kill you. Guess who stood in for you in every possible way?
Ugh! I won't let you mess with my head, Flowers. You're hurt, and animals get desperate when hurt.
Desperate? I gave your man a better time than you ever could. Come a little closer. I can show you.
No!
I can feel it. The power.
There it is. The power Tom Heller wanted for himself.
Only now I know what I am. And now I can control it.
Elaina, stop! You can't!
That light! I can't see anything! It's burning!
Mine is the light that burns away the shadow of evil.
No! No, I'm not ready! I'm not finished! Ah!
Elaina, please, stop before it's too late. That sound!
Who dares?
Elaina! Mal! No!
Your city is safe, Matthew Arnold.
But at what cost? Mal! Mal!
Sorry, Matt. I did the best I could.
Your best is always good enough, Mal. My God, the blood. Stay with me. Here. This stone was once offered to me, but I rejected it. Hold on to it, Mal. You're dying. It can save you. If anyone is worthy.
No magic cure. For me, thanks.
Trust me, Mal. It can save you. You can be the beacon this city desperately needs.
You were right to turn it down. We're not gods. We weren't meant to.
Mal! No! No. She's gone. I had a plan. I was going to save everyone. Elaina! She's gone too. Elaina.
Mr. Arnold? Matthew Arnold?
Yes? I'm Matt Arnold.
Miss Dare had a message for the Brass Lantern, but he never showed.
What? What was the message?
She just said, save Matthew Arnold no matter what. That's all she said. Did the Brass Lantern save you?
No. No, not today. Surely. Not today.
The Brass Lantern, created and written by A.G. Devitt. Produced and directed by Matt Powers and Lift Theater. Sound by Matt Powers. Music by Oscar Stavala. Our cast: A.G. Devitt as Matthew Arnold. Laura Powers as Elaina Dare. Alex Stolzer as Detective Maldonado. Blake Pitcher as Mayor Brinkerhoff. Erin Lowry as Warden Flowers. Elizabeth McDonald as James. Alyssa Patterson as Wheeler. Bob Gassman as Redwood Burl. And C.T. Avis as your announcer.
The Brass Lantern would like to extend special thanks to Jane Mallon and the Mohawk Valley Center for the Arts. The Brass Lantern encourages you to check out creative works by our cast. C.T. Avis has recently written The Wizard Shield, which can be found on Amazon. Blake Pitcher's new book, Autonomy, can also be found on Amazon. Finally, check out the indie video game created in part by Alex Stolzer called Super Tonyland. It can be found on Steam or her website, Robot Loves Kitty. This project is made possible with funds from the Decentralization Program, a re-grant program of the New York State Council on the Arts with the support of Governor Andrew Cuomo and the New York State Legislature, and administered by CNY Arts.